Is this going to be the month where I get my shit together again? I really, really hope so. Hi everybody, today I am going to set my bullet journal up for the month of June 2018. Now, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I've done a lot of traveling in May. My grandmother passed away in April and I was dealing with that. There was just a lot going on and I have been way off of the planner wagon. Like, I've been using my planner here and there, but not consistently, and I feel it. Like, I feel all over the place, more than usual. This month's bullet journal setup is going to be a little bit more pared back than some of the more recent ones, and we're going to see how that works. So let's get into it before I ramble too much. Now, the one thing I've kind of stayed on top of is my pain tracking, and last night I had to take a painkiller. It was a rough night. I'm not going to flip through too much. There's not a lot to see. It's not like I didn't touch my habits. I barely bullet journaled at all. Like, it's not a lot. I'm leaving a space right here for a Stabilo swatch page because I did the Statler swatch page and I want to compare the two of them. And I'm going to be doing that video next week. So that's where that'll go. The one thing I do want to talk about is my challenges. So I did catch up on those. I need to wrap those up. So I'll start with the lettering every damn day challenge. And today's final lettering is the one I've been looking forward to all month for the sex euphemisms. And this one is taking grandma to Applebee's. Don't look it up on Urban Dictionary unless you want to. Now, I feel like because I had to do so much catch up this month and I was doing brush lettering, I feel like I phoned in a lot of this month's lettering challenge. So next month's challenge, we're going to get that all set up, but I'm thinking about doing something different instead of brush lettering for that one, and we'll talk about that when I get there. So here is the Rando Doodles challenge, the Super Mario one, and the last one I have to put in is Spiny. Now, much like what happened with Rosalina right here, I misjudged where I was placing Spiny, and so I didn't get to put Spiny's face in. Same with Rosalina. I was like, I've got room, and then I didn't, though that also could be me not having to draw another person face, but I'm relatively okay with how this turned out. I wasn't sure about it at the beginning, but now that it's finished, I like it. My oh so cute doodles, on the other hand, much like the lettering, I think I phoned in this month. I phoned in a lot of my planner shit this month. Let's be fucking honest. This last month, when it came to doing planner stuff, I was not being my best self, if that makes any sense. So this next month, I'm not saying I'm going to be like a fucking Rembrandt or anything, but I'm going to try a little bit harder to pay attention to what I'm doing. So those are my challenges for the month. And the rest of this, like I said, I didn't really get a lot done. This is what my habits look like. This is what my calendar, I didn't even get my task list put in. Like, I fucking, no. But whatever, we move on, right? As my friend Madi says, we turn the page. So I'm going to leave this page blank. I don't know what's going to go here. I'm going to do Stabilos and Le Pens. So maybe my Le Pen swatches can go right here. But today I'm going to do my June cover page. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have colors picked for the month. I have these like soft colors and they go with the Galaxy number 3 set from Simply Gilded and a couple of other washies that I picked that kind of match. If I'm using colors that are soft and mellow, maybe it'll get me mellow going into the summer with my kids because I'm going to need that. My daughter's going into high school and I need to mellow out a little bit, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet. So I'm just going to start. That's how I do these cover pages a lot. I'm just going to start and we're going to see where it goes. So I was looking at this thinking maybe I wanted to doodle, maybe not, I didn't know. And then I was like, maybe while I'm doing like galaxy themed stuff, do I want to draw stars and shit? And I'm like, I don't really want to draw stars and shit. And then I remembered one of my favorite songs is by the band Muse. It's called Starlight. It is an absolutely gorgeous song. I love Muse. Muse is one of my favorite bands. And Starlight is one of my favorite songs by Muse because it makes me so happy. And so I just decided out of nowhere just to write the lyrics to Starlight, because I felt like that goes with the theme. It's not doodling. It's a little different. It goes back to basics. And so what I'm going to do is take this Tombow from my set of Tombows. And if you want to know what colors I'm using for this month to go with this washi tape right here, all this different Galaxy washi tape, I will have them in the description down below. But I'm going to color in kind of this one area with the Tombow to sort of make the June pop. I colored in around the June. I added some highlights, and then I took a couple of the lyrics that really make me happy. Starlight, I just wanted to hold you in my arms. I'll never let you go. Like, it's a sappy song to me. I love it so much. So this is my June cover page, and I think I'm happy with it. The ones I've done recently, here's May. And then I didn't do April in here, but I have March in here where I was doing like doodles and shit. Like I felt like just doing something different, and this is different and I like it. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Another different thing I'm going to do right now is instead of drawing in the more elaborate calendars like I did in May and the last couple times, I think I just want to go with the straight, more bullet journally style monthly calendar and task list with just the basic one. I think that's what I want to go with this month because I can't overwhelm myself. I really need to try and just use my shit without getting lost in the Instagram, Pinterest perfectness of it, if that makes sense. Another thing that I really want to get in the practice of this month is bubble lettering, and I'll talk more about that in later videos as to why bubble lettering's on my mind right now, but I did a lot of brush lettering recently, and I feel like I'm getting really sloppy at it. I've never been very good at it, but I've been getting sloppy at it, I think, because it's easy for me to be sloppy at it, whereas bubble lettering, you have to really focus on what you're doing. You can be sloppy with that too, but like I want to try and pay a little bit more attention to what I'm doing. Take my time, do things more simply, but try and do them well. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm rambling. It's a rambly fucking kind of day. H. What fucking day starts with an H? Oh my God. The end of school. It's the last month of me being on the board, and that's where the annual meeting and all that is. So there's just a lot of shit here. I'm not going to worry too much about it right yet. I'm not going to allow it to make me dwell. Now I'm going to head over to my task list, and I'm just going to start it. I'll add in more later. Next week, when I show my weekly bullet journal setup, I want you to hold me accountable. And if I don't have a filled out task list when you see me next week, then I want you to tell me in the comments, Cindy, don't be a fucking tool. Like, just tell me. I promise. I want you to. Okay, there's a start. It's not, I want it when you see me next week, it needs to be filled up to here. Just saying. I know I have that much to do this month. Last month, I drew in my habit tracker, barely touched it. This next month, I want to get back on the habits bandwagon. I also might be on the time tracking bandwagon, but I'm not going to start that until next week when I have a full week to look at. Sometimes the tracking helps keep me accountable purely because I don't want to be embarrassed by having a habit tracker that's empty. But at the same time, once I let it get to a certain amount of empty, I stop being embarrassed and I just start giving up. So this month, I want to try and avoid that. Yeah, did it. Here are the habits that I've got marked in. Waking up on time, drinking my water, taking my blood pressure, going for a walk. My challenges: Llamas Love Lettering every damn day, Rando Doodles, Oh So Cute Doodles, and the 100-day challenge, which I need to catch up on. Instagram stories, posting a video. Did I check comments? Did I do a podcast? Did I post to Patreon Lens? Did I add people to my groups? Did I take care of the Skillshare classes I'm taking right now? Like, am I on top of those? And then book club. Again, need to catch up on that. I'm going to take a second to add a shadow. Since today is not the first, I am not starting it yet, but tomorrow we're going to it. We're getting at it. I want to just start getting my challenges set up. I printed out challenges, the lettering every damn day, and the rando doodles, which are mine. You can find these either on my website, cindyguentert-baldo.com, or in my Facebook group. All of that's linked down below. And then the Oh So Cute Doodles you can find in the Oh So Cute Doodles Facebook group for the printables. I'm going to get these cut out, and I'm going to start getting my challenge page set up. This month, I'm actually reducing my challenges. I'm taking a break from the Oh So Cute Doodles challenge last month because I did phone it in, and I think it just means I need to step away from it. But rather than add a new one, because I'm trying to get caught up on the 100 days challenge and everything else, I'm just going to stick with my 2 challenges for this month, and then next month go back to Oh So Cute Doodles. So I'm going to be doing rando doodles and lettering every damn day. I never like how I set this page up. I think this time I'm just going to put them like this, since the habit tracker is turned sideways as well. I was thinking about ways to get all fancy, and honestly, I'm going to just avoid the fanciness altogether and just use my glue, my Tombow little glue runner thing, and just shove these guys in and say fuck it. Honestly, like, every time I think I'm going to do something super fancy, my whole mind is like, Cindy, stop with the fanciness. You need a non-fancy month. So what I'm going to do is do what I did last month and do 2 pages for the lettering and 2 spreads for the lettering and 1 spread for the rando. I'm going to be doing all bubble lettering for my lettering every damn day this month, I think, and that'll give me enough space for all 30 days, and then just 1 spread for the rando because that's what I prefer. As you saw when I was putting this in, I've just put like a border on each of these pages, and it's super sloppy. I called it before in a video sloppy chic. That's kind of how I'm living it. That's all of the monthly setup. Now there's 3 other things I want to do in this planner. This first thing I'm going to call here, I want to finally get some of this washi tape in the planner for one, and I'm going to call this my dump. My dump. Part of it's going to be to brain dump all of the things that I need to figure out for this. I just need some time and some space to just get everything out of my head so that I can like try and refocus maybe after this last month of being all over the fucking place, and the month previous to that using a different planner that threw me off. I need to get like recentered. So I want a spot for that. And then also in the same dump, I want to make a list of the things we need to do this summer about the house, like the big things like getting the roof done and the repainting, which we are already starting to line up. But also there's some other things. We need to do some work on the windows. We need to do some deep cleaning. I need to declutter my office. Like there's a bunch of stuff this summer when we're home that is going to need to be done. And I need to just start making a list so that my husband and I can go through that list and decide what we can prioritize this summer and what's not going to happen. So I'm going to make a dumping ground. I'm going to make a place to drop my deuce, my brain deuce. I think I'm going to start with this pink galaxy because it's really pretty, and the holographic foil from Simply Gilded. So I'm just calling this the dumping ground. Instead of dividing it into home and work or whatever, I'm just leaving it big and empty so I can just really just be like, bleh. And I'm going to do that later today, hopefully. I may not. I may do it tomorrow when my kids go back to their dad's house and I have a little bit more time. Today, we've got a lot going on after the kids get out of school, so I'm not going to be able to get much work done after that. And then right here, I'm going to just get into daily bullet journaling. Now, do I want to do the way that I was doing it before where I just get it all squished in, or do I do a nice big spread? I think I'm going to start small because I don't want, like, rather than doing one daily page or like tiny amounts, I'm just going to go with it. Like, that's what I did when I started. Instead of saying like this needs to be this whole page for this one thing or whatever, I wound up being better about like just making my notes for the day and starting the next day where I left off. And so I think that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to take this Sailor Moon style shit and like this washi here and run it on the top and the bottom and then start bullet journaling for today. Having like major fucking trouble figuring this washi tape out today. Why is it so hard? I think part of it might be just because I'm out of practice, man. I haven't been doing my shit the way that I've been doing my shit. And so I was trying not to like waste a little tiny scrap, but fuck it. Like, I'm struggling. The struggle is real. The struggle is fucking real. I got that written in, and I'm just going to go with that. That's the bullet journal I'm going to go with. So that is my setup for the month of June. I hope that you liked it. I know it was a little bit more pulled back than some of my more recent setups. Like, not much, but a little bit. It's a little bit more simplified. And I think it's because I just need to try and be simple this month while I'm cruising through the end of this busy month and into my next 6 months of what the year is going to look like. If you're bullet journaling right now, what is your bullet journaling style? Are you like artistic and all over the place? Are you super traditional and like the Ryder Carroll way of doing things? Are you, just figuring it out? Are you new? Like, what are you doing? What are the things that are working for you right now with your bullet journal that make you happy and keep you sticking to it? I need some help with that. So let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.